Welcome to my weekly podcast, The State of Real Estate. Today is May 16th, and we have been under a pandemic lockdown for 2 months now. The landscape has changed, and the COVID crisis has redefined the meaning of home in many ways. We want to stay in safer homes, with room for our elders, kids, and perhaps pets as well, with preferably a home office, to be able to work remotely, and a little bit of the outdoors to be able to step out during lockdown times. The real estate industry plays an extremely important role in our country's economy. In New Jersey, real estate accounted for almost 20% of the gross state product in 2019. A typical New Jersey home sale has a total impact of $91,804. Therefore, it is tremendously important to safeguard our current real estate holdings and future investments because real estate will continue to play a key role in our economic recovery. We are completely focused on protecting the health and wellness of our clients. Our team at RE/MAX One is now fully tech-enabled and is available to fulfill your real estate requirements during these most turbulent times. We have adopted new strategies and creative ways to market and sell properties in this new world. All our transactions are now 100% digital. Our showings and open houses are virtual, and we at RE/MAX One are available to consult remotely via Zoom or FaceTime. We follow several safety protocols before an in-person meeting with sellers and buyers, and also offer them sanitizing kits before showings. Trustworthy, accountable, professional, ethical, we always keep our clients' interests at the forefront. We believe in empowering our clients to make informed decisions, and we achieve that by staying ahead of the market, keeping ourselves knowledgeable and trained, and sharing data and statistics with our clients at every step. This weekly State of Real Estate podcast is also an effort towards spreading that knowledge to you all, hoping that this will aid you in making better and informed decisions. Your feedback is extremely valuable, so please do share it when you get a chance from my website, askcharan.com. Getting to the most relevant section of our weekly podcast, let's take a pulse on the weekly real estate temperature check for the week ending May 16th. Some good news to share. Home purchase mortgage applications rose for the 4th straight week, jumping up by an incredible 11%. This number was still 10% lower as compared to last year, but it has been improving each week for the last 4 weeks. What we are experiencing in our local area is that the buyers are returning to the housing market at a much faster pace than we expected. Another piece of positive news is that there are more homes coming on the market. According to Zillow, the total number of new listings increased 5.9% week over week. This number is still 39% below last year, but has been gradually rising for the last 3 weeks. According to the Jeff Auto Group, the number of purchase contracts in New Jersey in April this year fell down by 52% compared to last year. This was the lowest in the last 9 years. The last couple of weeks in May have picked up an incline, and so far we are seeing a 31% decrease as compared to May 2019. The inventory has gone down 37% year on year. Last week, Realtor.com also released their national housing forecast for 2020. While some experts still predict a checkmark-shaped recovery, according to Realtor.com, it looks more like a seesaw, like a W shape, which would go up and down. I will share some key points from their forecast. Number 1, they expect home median sales prices to increase by 1.1% annually, and a prime factor behind this stability would be the limited inventory of homes. Number 2, inventory will remain tight, but there would be more lower-priced homes available for sale. In our area, we anticipate the gap between supply and demand will start to narrow down, because even though the supply is tightening, we do expect several buyers to delay their purchases because of unemployment concerns. Number 3, mortgage rates would remain low and may even go below 3% by the end of the year. However, it will become tougher to get a mortgage with the implementation of more eligibility requirements and stricter underwriting guidelines. Number 4, increased interest in suburban areas from buyers looking for affordability and space. Number 5, more homes will hit the market in the next couple of months as the health crisis improves. However, they expect them to stay longer on the market. According to the latest reading of the Investors Business Daily, the TIPP Economic Optimism Index, there has been a small increase of 4% in consumer confidence this month as lockdown restrictions begin to ease. It is still way below normal for the second month in a row, and understandably so, because the pandemic has caused harsh economic pains all across, triggered by massive job losses and the biggest quarterly decline in the nation's GDP since the Great Recession. This month, the 6-month economic outlook also posted again. The Personal Financial Outlook Subindex, which is a measure of how Americans feel about their own finances in the next 6 months, rose by 5.4% this month, rebounding from a more than 6-year low that was set in April. We can definitely thank the government stimulus checks that have probably reduced some of the short-term financial pain for most Americans. Of course, we expect economic uncertainty to linger on for some time, but Americans seem to be largely satisfied with the government's efforts to contain the economic fallout from the coronavirus outbreak. Talking about unemployment that has a direct impact on real estate, we know many millions have lost their jobs during this economic crisis, and the unemployment numbers are the highest on record. However, the silver lining shows that a number of companies are hiring to accommodate increased demands. The healthcare, food and grocery store, delivery and telecommunications industries are seeing a surge in employment numbers. Also, many small businesses that benefited from the Paycheck Protection Program, the PPP program, are also reported to be rehiring their furloughed employees. According to NAR, 15 million jobs were potentially saved by the Paycheck Protection Program. In New Jersey, this number accounted for saving 21.6% of the employment in firms with less than 500 employees and self-employed individuals. That equates to almost 480,000 jobs. In New Jersey, there were 19,641 lesser unemployment claims, and layoffs decreased by 22.2% compared to the previous week. Now reviewing the impact of COVID-19 on showings in New Jersey as tracked by the ShowingTime platform that is used by a majority of New Jersey realtors. Last week's showings were 28.8% below this year's peak that occurred on March 11th. Showings had gone down 57% at the onset of the lockdown, so we're almost halfway back to the peak as of last week. In comparison to the same time last year, showings are down about 25%. Showings continue to rise at a very rapid pace, and we're almost at January first week levels right now. If I was to summarize the state of the market today, week ending May 16th, we should derive some courage and optimism from the fact that new cases and hospitalizations are declining. Foreclosure and eviction moratoriums seem to be helping, and the economic stimulus and lower interest rates are providing the expected boost to the economy. We need to remember that real estate is less volatile than the stock market and earns higher returns than bonds. Feel secure if you have real estate equity, or if you would like to start building some, now would be the time. Our lives are being reshaped by these most difficult times, but we are a resilient species. One of my gurus, Tony Robbins, says, "No problem is permanent, and nothing that happens is pervasive. Life is both pain and pleasure, both opportunity and challenge, both birth and death. There is a season and a time for everything, and it's not for us to decide what the right season is or which season we should be in. It's our job to embrace the season that's been given to us. Winter does not last forever. Spring always follows. We will spring back to normal life like we always do, like we've done for centuries." We realtors have not stopped working. If anything, we are here working harder to serve you stronger and better. We are committed to delivering results, confronting every challenge that our circumstances throw at us. Before I end, I would like to give a shout out to all the selfless volunteers who have made free masks, delivered food to our frontline heroes, and provided care for our elders. Let us continue to do our bit, helping whoever we can, and I promise you, we will all rise out of this together. Stay safe until next time. Thank you for tuning in to The State of Real Estate with me, Charan Bajwa.